Come in.
You wanted to see me, Chief?
I wanted you to explain to me how the hell things got so crazy out there.
Tough luck, Frank. Detective Sam Brooks, who are you?
Officer Carmichael, Crime Scene Investigation Unit. Just doing a little bit of follow-up work. The rest of the team's gone home, and someone will be by the bag in a few.
Anything important I should know?
Pretty straightforward. The Vic was suffocated with a plastic bag. Usual signs of a struggle.
Is there anything else you can tell me?
Not much. There's no forced entry, so Frank must have willingly let the killer in. Also, the doorman said he didn't see anyone come in or out between the time he last saw the victim and early this morning when the cops arrived on an anonymous tip.
Does the doorman have an alibi?
He said there's a bank camera across the street, picks up the front of the building. Personally, I think investigating him further is a waste of time.
Nice police work, Carmichael. I'll be sure to let your superiors know how helpful you've been.
Thanks, Detective.
You said he let the killer in, right?
That's what it looks like.
Do you know who lives next door?
Nice woman. Ran into her coming in. Named Natasha. Yeah, what do you want?
Detective Brooks, Homicide. Do you mind if I come in and ask you a few questions?
Questions about what?
Mr. Danson next door was murdered last night. Just want to ask you a couple questions. Maybe you heard or saw something?
No, I didn't.
Look, you seem like a lovely lady. If I could just have a couple minutes of your time.
Fine.
So how well did you know Frank Danson?
About as well as you know your building, super. We pretty much only talked when I had a problem.
So, about last night.
I told you, I didn't hear anything.
So, did you see Mr. Danson at all? Maybe go over to his apartment?
No.
What were you doing last night?
Watching TV. I usually work nights at a bar, but I had the night off.
And the whole time you were watching TV, you didn't see or hear a thing?
Like I said, nothing.
If you don't mind me asking, how'd you get this?
He left it here the other day on accident when he was fixing my toilet. I forgot to return it to him.
I hope the story you're telling me is true, because we took prints of the entire crime scene.
Look, I didn't think he could do any harm. I mean, what does a dead guy need a wall for anyway? I called 911 when I found him like that. I helped you guys, really.
Natasha, right now you're looking pretty guilty, so you better start talking.
Okay, I did see something. I saw Mr. Danson talking to Paul from upstairs. Paul Henderson, apartment 3B. He was arguing with Mr. Danson, called him a cheap Jew for not repainting his apartment, told him to drop dead. Now can you let me be? I need my sleep. I actually have to work tonight.
Fine, but I'm taking this with me.
Yeah, what?
Detective Brooks, Homicide. Can we talk for a moment?
Brooks? Is that a Jew name?
You got a problem with Jews? Like Mr. Danson?
I'm glad that Jew's dead.
How did you know Mr. Danson was dead? You're gonna have to come with me.
You took a suspect in on hearsay? How'd you know the doorman or Natasha didn't tell him about the murder?
Look, I did what I had to do.
Apparently it wasn't enough.
Mr. Henderson, I won't ask you again.
I don't have to answer your questions. I know my rights.
Then would you like a lawyer?
I don't trust those Jew lawyers.
You seem to have it in for the Jews, Paul.
It's not me. It's Jesus. So that all the Jews are going to hell. I don't want anything to do with that Jew devilry.
Is that why you wanted Frank Danson dead?
Obviously, that's what Jesus wanted.
Paul, we have an eyewitness that heard you tell Frank Danson to drop dead.
But it was that bitch Natasha. You know, we fucked one time, and I tell her I don't want to see her again. She goes around telling people I'm crazy.
Are you telling me she's lying about you having an argument with Mr. Danson?
No. I told that Jew to pay for my paint job, but he was too damn stingy.
I can't hold you here any longer, Mr. Henderson. But don't think about disappearing anywhere. I might have some more questions for you later. Based on my conversation with Paul Henderson, I decided Natasha might be hiding something from me.
But you never got to find out what it was, did ya? Hope you're not letting your personal life get in the way of your job.
What do you want me to say? Natasha? Hello? God damn it.
Why the hell did you call for backup? You had a goddamn serial killer on the loose!
Wanted to evacuate the building before things got out of hand.
Little late for that. When did the others die?
Henderson was dead by the time I got to his apartment. The rest were soon after. Police, open up.
Are you with them?
Them? Sir, I'm a detective. There have been a couple murders in the building. I think it would be best if you came down to the police station for your own safety.
I've heard this before. You can't take me away. You work for them. You're just like the others. You can't take Alan away. No way.
The others? Sir, who are you talking about?
The walls tell me about them. They want to put a chip in my brain. I won't let them. No, I'll kill anyone that tries to.
Sir, please calm down. I don't want to put a chip in your brain. Just open the door and come with me and we'll keep you safe.
Go away! Go away before they come!
Sir, I'm not going to let anyone get you.
Just leave me alone.
Sure, we can sort this all out at the station.
How did you get in here? See, you are after me with my brain. Get away from me. Get away from me.
Put your hands on your head and get down on your knees, you son of a bitch.
Get out of here!
Not without you.
Get out of here now!
Get on your damn knees and shut the fuck up.
Hello, detective.
Officer Carmichael, what are you doing? I've got the killer right here.
You're only half right, detective. I believe I have the killer.
Put the gun down, Carmichael. You don't want to do this.
Oh, but I do. If I bring down a serial killer, a cop killer, I'll definitely get that promotion I've always wanted.
Cop killer? He only killed 3 civilians.
Oh, but you're wrong. In an attempt to bring down young Mark here, Mark got a hold of the detective's weapon. Detective Brooks was shot in the line of duty. Of course, the valiant Officer Carmichael had to fire on the killer in response. Unfortunately, only Officer Carmichael survived the gunfire to tell the tale.
You'll never get away with this. There'll be too many questions asked. Too much investigating.
Who's gonna question a police hero that took down a killer and avenged a cop in the process? Don't you see? It's perfect. Now hand over your gun.
So, did you ever find out why Mark Hughes killed all those people?
Before he called me in, I was looking at an old police report. Apparently Mark was abused as a child. Maybe that's how he dealt with it.
Maybe. Look, Brooks, I don't like what happened out there. Not one bit. You went against protocol, we ended up with more dead bodies, and you had to kill a cop. I got a lot of pressure coming down on me to suspend you until investigation can be completed.
I don't think it's necessary, Chief. I told you everything there is to know.
Regardless, for the sake of the higher-ups, I'm gonna need your badge and your gun.
I can't do that, Chief.
Brooks, stop playing around. Now hand over the gun.
I'm not playing games, Chief. Hoped it wouldn't have to come to this, because I'm not going down like that.
Going down like what, Brooks? Sam, you're not making any sense.
Don't you see, Chief? It was me. I killed them all. And it would have been fine without your little investigation.
Attempt to bring down young Mark here. Mark got a hold of the officer's weapon, and Officer Carmichael was shot in the line of duty. Of course, the valiant detective had to fire on the killer in response. Unfortunately, only Detective Brooks survived the gunfire to tell the tale.
You'll never get away with this. There'll be too many questions asked, too much investigating.
Who's gonna question a police hero that took down a killer and avenged a cop in the process? Don't you see? It's perfect. Now hand over your gun.
Carmichael got suspicious of me and went to go warn Mark. Had he not sniffed his nose around my business, he'd probably still be alive.
Let's talk this over, Sam. Confess to everything. I'm sure we can do something for you. Can't keep you from a life sentence, but maybe we can do something to keep your family safe. You're a cop killer, Sam. Think about your daughter. She'll be harassed and embarrassed if there's a trial. Not to mention you'll never see her again if you don't do the right thing. Take the deal, Sam. Pull the trigger now, and there's no going back.
You know why I did it? They were all guilty, Chief. Everybody's guilty. You, me, Natasha Gorin, Mark Hughes, Frank Danson, even Officer Carmichael. Carmichael was taking bribes, you know. There is no innocence. Just because you haven't committed a crime doesn't mean you're any less guilty. You're just as guilty as I am, Chief.
I'm not the one with the gun pointed at someone, Sam. Think about this. You're making a big mistake.
No. I'm not.
Hey,
Yeah.
you see this?
Yeah.
The suspense.
How long did it take you to come up with that one?
I just thought about it while taking off my suspenders.